Jamie Humphries kicks things off. And this rivalry dating all the way back to 1908 continues. Nafahu White. Tedesco cut out to go to Sandon Smith. Another cut out for Billy Smith. He's got a long stride, doesn't he, Billy? Takes them inside the Westpac red zone. Sandon Smith again. Dynamic. And Sandon Smith, what a moment! Straight through 4 of them for the opening try. Set number 5 for them. Mamazelis goes right for Sullivan, throwing the dummy. Gap opened up, back to the dummy half. And what an important tackle that was, closing the door by Connor Watson. Oh, beautiful. A couple of middle forwards combine, and Junior Totola off the pass from Lockie Hubner. To Walker. Gray, the footwork. That's not played out, and it breaks to Young. Was he in front of his teammates? The foot race is on. No one will catch him. Ravalawa's giving it a crack, and we'll have to go back and look at what went on down the other end. Otherwise, Dom Young has given the Roosters the lead.
The ball strikes Siwa Wong here. It does not touch a South Sydney player. Dom Young is required to get 2 feet back behind the ball to be onside, which he fails to do.
So more defence for the Roosters.
65% of possession.
Mawali tries to crash his way over, spins toward the line, and great desperation from the Roosters to hold him up. Plays it on the last. They find some room now for Sullivan. Oh, big tackle. What about this defence of the Roosters? It's turning back the clock. Mitchell, how does he go from the short drop out? And we've got the right
it's
bounce.
gone
And
out.
that's South Sydney ball.
Seriously? Well,
Around the throat.
Latrell Mitchell. And he drives it through. Oh! Havili with a smile on his dial as he nails Billy Smith. Let's get down to Brad Fittler for more on Cody Walker.
Oh, we haven't got any update on Cody Walker, but I was wondering how many metres would he get for that run?
Ran about 100, but he gained about 10. Tedesco slips out of one tackle. Nice pass on the outside for Feketi. Billy Smith, welcome back to the NRL stage. All of that injury, heartbreak, and now he gives the Roosters the lead and a call. Rights to go left or right. Townsend, Tedesco, hits the lead runner. Oh, lovely pass. Dom Young off Siwa Wong, and the Roosters in a dominant position now. Superhuman effort required, perhaps. Sullivan finds Latrell. Kicking behind's pretty handy. How's the bounce? Oh, he was a chance there, Tallis Duncan.
this will be a trick shot.
This one might go backwards.
Yeah.
Now the bouncing ball. Everyone waits. Everyone waits. Have they got it again? They have. Can you believe it?
Oh, no way.
Oh, Latrell Mitchell with all the tricks he's been working on.
Stop that.
The magic man.
Stand a penalty. Stop that.
Sullivan. Oh, he's straight through. Jaden Sullivan. Here comes Jai Gray. We're going to be level again. Out of nowhere. No one seemingly thinking about one. They want to try. Mitchell, adventurous pass, hits the mark. Something special. Oh, Trell has cut out 3 and found his winger with a 20-metre bullet.
Well, he's got the 7 on his back. What about that? He just gets the ball and just fires it.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, just kept it in. Oh, he's fading it.
Shapes it.
How are they in front? They lead by 6. Look at the celebrations. He's done it again. The master. They are 4-1 to start the season, and they beat the old rivals for the first time since Sin Bin Sunday.
Wayne, you probably had no right to win that game. How did they pull it off?
Because they wouldn't give up.
You ever seen it? How long's it been since you've seen a side lose both halves in a game? And
I
win?
don't remember that ever happening. Could have, but I don't remember it.
What about just Latrell, the return, but to throw that ball
Well, he had to do something. He was kind of social loafing out there, so it was good.
You said you wanted him to do his job. Did he do his job tonight?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that being a superstar, yeah, he did. It's going to take him a while. He's been out in football for a long time, and these guys have got 4 or 5 weeks in front of him, so each week he'll get better now.
Cody, what was it like for you watching that incredible second half from the sideline?
Yeah, obviously very proud. To lose both halves and a right winger. We had guys playing everywhere. And just some of the efforts that the boys produced, like Jai Arrow off that dropout, to fight and claw for that ball. It's a huge play, and then I think Dom Young makes a break down the right edge, and Tallis Duncan's into the corner, and they end up making the tackle on fifth and last and have to cart it out of our end. So those sort of plays don't necessarily get highlighted as much, but inside our 4 walls, they're huge plays, for the 2 points tonight, and very proud. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes when you get injured and you can't go back on, you feel a bit like you've let the team down. But the boys just didn't blink an eyelid. They got on with their job and just worked really hard and not give up.
Wayne's seen it all in his time coaching, but could you remember a win like that in such a gutsy against the odds type win?
One win sticks out a couple of years ago. I can't remember. There was one win sticks out a couple of years ago. I can't really remember. We had one interchange on the bench, and we lost a few players, but nothing quite like that. Like losing 2 halves and then a right wing. They're huge plays, right? Huge, positions to cover.
Cody, what was the story with your hammy? Is it just awareness or?
Yeah, just a bit of tightness. Again, I'm not sure how severe that is. Obviously get a scan, over the next couple of days and see. I feel like it's on the minor side, so hopefully, again, I'm not sure.
What about Bud to step up when the game needed to be broken open and he makes that bust?
Yeah, he was great. Defensively, he was great. Took the line on, and then Josh shooting up the middle of the field, and then Troy icing it at the end. They're huge plays.
Wayne, have you got an update on Jalen Humphries or Mackenzie Ravalawa?
No, all in the same boat as him. I think Cody's got a scan machine in his house there, so they'll probably go around there tomorrow and just get scanned at this place.
Wayne, Cody used the word brave and proud as well, but as a coach, it's an individual choice. Like, you can't really teach bravery and them not giving up. Just watching them.
Why can't you teach it?
Well, you probably can, but watching from up there, how proud are you that with 40 minutes to go or 30 minutes to go, with one man on the bench, they chose not to give up? Like, just how impressed were you by all that?
Oh well, it's everything. It's what you want your team to do. It's what the team that you want to be a part of. That just know they won't give up, and there's not enough. You can't. Words don't explain it well enough. It's the actions, and it'll stay in your memory for a long, long time. For everybody that played there tonight, everybody that saw what they did and the way they overcome a bit of adversity after adversity and stayed in the game. But, when they went up 14-8, that could have been 38 in 10 minutes, but we went down the other end and no one wasn't thinking they couldn't win. No one wasn't thinking it was over, and they just stayed at it. And I got a lot of young boys in that team, and they've grown up a real lot. They're starting to understand about how you can win, how you can not never as tight as you think you are, and how you can keep fighting. So I would like to make a comment about the game itself. I thought it was a great game of football. Both teams played in a great spirit. There's a great rivalry between the two clubs, and it is genuine. It's not something that people make up, but I just love the spirit that both sides come with tonight. And they gave a lot, and we gave a lot, and that's what rugby league's about to me. Yeah.
Is that one of your proudest wins as South coach, Wayne?
It's up there maybe in my coaching career. It's in the grand final, I can tell you. That's to overcome what they overcome tonight against a quality football team that was playing well themselves. It was pretty special.
To hear that, Cody, he's coached a few games.
What is it, nearly 900?
Yeah, well, you jumped out half time, so that's what made it a bit more special because you weren't there.
Cody, just like when the game was on the line there, and I think it was the last play as well, for Latrell to come up with that putt, to even just have the vision to to try that pass and for it to come
We'll
on.
just have the courage as well.
Yeah.
You seen in the first half where he nearly got it intercepted. To have the courage to do that, that's what Trell brings. That's his strength. He's got that skill. He's him.
He would have run it, but he was too tired.
Yeah, true.
So he passed it.
Jake Sullivan, just the belief he showed in the show and go to South Africa.
Yeah, he's been wonderful at the club. He's a great acquisition. When I first met him, I really liked him. He's a good person, and he's knows his footy. And each week he's got at least half a game over the last 4 weeks. And tonight he was on pretty early, but we've all got great confidence in him. And you just know again, when he comes on, he's not going to let the team down. He didn't do that tonight. So he missed a tackle earlier that cost us a try, but he made up for that with his line break and setting the try up. So, but that's how he thinks. If he makes a mistake, he wants to make amends for it. He doesn't go into his shell and think it's just going to go away.
Robbo, a brave effort to be in that one, considering all the defence you had to do in that first half. But is that one you probably should have closed out, considering the kind of changes they had to undergo as well?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we defended so well. You know, the amount of field position they had and possession there, and to go in 8-6 and to defend like we did, and you know, to the way that Siwa and Rob and that did their job out there was really good. And then, you know, we opened the second half as we should have. We created the opportunities, you know, got enough to get in front, but you know, we left some out there. But that, you know, we still should have, you know, finished it off at 14-8.
Do you think you exploited enough of like where some of the mismatches and kind of changes that South had? I think they had Jai Arrow in the centres and things like that. Like, did you think you worked it over enough?
No, obviously if we did, we would have scored. But yeah, we could have done better to exploit that. But we also, you know, there's many ways to pull a team apart. You know, they can have mismatches in those positions. But we just, yeah. We had enough field position by that period. I felt like we earned the right to be in enough in good positions, and yeah, we just couldn't pull them apart or even get some tries on last as well.
What do you put down to, Robert?
Yeah, incredible.
20 metres. Is it more from the halves, or what do you want to see there in those clutch moments?
No, it's an all-a-team. It's system, how we run our system, and it's it's an all-a-team thing.
How frustrating was it out there, Teddy, for you?
Yeah, I feel like we were dominant for most of the game there. But the second half was sitting there for us. I feel like we were in control, and then just two sort of defensive lapses, which hurt us. I feel like they sort of came from nothing. Just two individuals, I guess, Trell's pass and then Sullivan going through in a show and go. So I feel like we were in control for most of the game. And like Robert said, we had chances to execute. We just didn't sort of repeat set. They got the ball back twice when we repeat set, and then we just didn't build any pressure. So I feel like that was one they got away from us. We should have definitely won.
What about your discipline, Trent? Like their last two tries coming off the back of penalties, you got to fix that up, surely.
Yeah. I don't want to go into the penalties and all of that.
Rollo, Chooks are 1 and 4. How do you see that? And is it a fair reflection of where you guys are at after 5 weeks?
Oh, I think this competition tells the truth. So I think it's, we missed our mark in round 1, and we've been in every game since then, and leading in every game since then. And so I feel like that was, it's hard because there was 3 tries, but that was probably our best defensive performance, with the questions they asked, the amount of work that we had to do. I thought some guys are better players now than they were a month ago and obviously last year, so there's some guys that are improving there, and we just got to hold belief, build on that, and the execution will come. The longer these combinations, when you start new combinations, it takes time to develop, so you have to rely on your defence. 2 tries and we win the game, 3 tries and it's game on at the moment. So it's hard to say. 1 and 4, you're really disappointed in that, but I can see this team. I can see who they are. I can see the intensity that they're going after it, and yeah.
How's the message?
Sorry? Yeah, he did his MCL on that challenge.
Expecting anyone back next week, like Mark sat out tonight?
Yeah, probably Mark and Rads, I'd like to think. Yeah.
What about Steve?
No, he's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Just back to your message there. Is that the message you'll ram home to some of the younger guys? That we are building towards something. It will come when we're not far away.
Yeah, you want to win games, but I think I've said this in the past. Like you want to build a game that's going to do something, and good ball attack's not firing at the moment, and that helps, but that doesn't win big games. It decides by how much, but it doesn't win big games. So there's other bits that we're looking at, and some of those other bits are on track. Again, there's lots of improvement. Otherwise, we wouldn't be 1-4. But we just got to stay the course, have the the courage to keep believing in the way that we're playing, and then we'll go on a run.
Rob, I know it can be hard to find positives after a night like that, but Billy Smith, a guy who hasn't played since first week of the finals 2023, for him to be involved in two players, one a try, one leads to a try from the ensuing movement. Just talk about his journey and everything he's been through to get back.
Yeah, he's worked as hard as anybody in this game, I think, to get on the rugby league field, and he stepped on it with an intensity straight away, and created opportunities and defended really, really well. He did what Bill does, so I thought he was really good. I thought Siwa Wong and Rob Toya, they were outstanding. I mean, Ted was best on ground. I thought Latrell did really well with those guys off the field, but Siwa Wong, I thought that was his best game in NRL. Just really complete, and Rob Toya, he had a big task tonight, and I felt like, was that 5 games? So that's there's some good signs there.